Right, so Christmas, 7 points out of 9. Very pleasing return, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think from my point of view as well, the 2 games that we've won against a former team, so a little bit more of a bonus for me. But I think we both agreed that the games were important. Altrincham was the important one. To get someone from there, it could be a valuable point in the long run.
And it was pleasing that the lads were disappointed after that, because they did honestly feel that they could have won that.
Yeah.
And I think that belief and desire has taken it into today's game. And as you've seen today, I think we've put on a good performance. 7 from 9. You know, we can't be happier than that.
Yeah.
It seemed on Saturday, was it, when we played Altrincham, there seemed suddenly a new confidence that just on the back of the win over Workington, do you think?
You can see that more than me though, with me being new.
And I've just said that to you before. I said in the dressing room before today's game, I sensed a different type of atmosphere. And I said it to Sean, the physio. Just, I don't know, like I've said, the belief, the lads, I just sensed it, you know, and I think they've took that into the game today. And I think now they can seriously see light at the end of the tunnel. The clouds lifted, the negativity's going slowly, and we're taking it into the next 2 games, and they're as big as, you know, biggest games we're going to play this season, to be honest with you.
You've brought 3 new lads in so far, Niall Camperthwaite, Ted Cribley and Tom Corner. How do you think they've done so far?
Hard to tell on Couch. He's only had 20 minutes, but in the long run Couch will be a good addition because he's versatile, he's athletic, and he can play football. You know, the other 2, I think Ted is now starting to settle in a little bit more. He hadn't played, you know, that much football before he came to us, but you know, at times he's shown really good quality. So you know, I think from him, if we can keep hold of him longer, that could be a good addition for us. He just needs to learn when to do, you know, certain things in certain times in matches and play the game rather than an actual position that he finds himself in at the time. And then I thought Tom's debut was very good.
Yeah.
You know, he knows what he's doing. He pulls in good areas.
His movement's good. Wins headers. People gamble off him. Nick Rushton again linked up with him well today.
So Meek said we needed new bodies in. You know what I mean? But it's a case of the right ones rather than. There's big expectations, isn't there, around this football club, and the fans are, you know, that they expect.
Which is rightly so, really.
Of course it is. So then if you've got 8, 9, 1,000 people in here, that puts more pressure on players. So it's also got to be players that can handle that side of it as well, the psychological side of pressure football, if that's what you call it. I don't think there should be pressure when you play football because it's a sport we all love. Yeah. Just put a smile on your face and go and enjoy it.
So you've had 5 games in charge now, I think. The first couple were defeats, and now 2 wins and a draw. Definitely going in the right direction.
Well, obviously, yeah. So, yeah. When you see Paddy Lacey shooting from 30 yards and hitting the top corner, and Duran's wanted to take every free kick, goal kick, throw in, you know, that tells you about the confidence in the lads at the minute, and I think it's evident for all to see.
Yeah.
And going forward, we've got Oxford Saturday, then Stalybridge next Tuesday.
Yeah, there's a lot of tough away games now, and it's been well documented that, hasn't it? You know, people are looking for it now to not work, but if they take the same attitude and application and then shift the ball a little bit better, then we can get something away from them. The pressure's all on the home game, on them teams to win at home. Then, you know, if you win your home games and you try and pick points up away, you're not going to be far away. So there's massive pressure on Oxford and Stalybridge to get something from them 2 games, and they're our away games, so there's less pressure on us, if you like. It
sounds obvious, but the key is to go on a run of games without being undefeated and winning games. You know, not winning 2, losing 2, is to actually, you know.
If you maintain 7, 8, 9 games in this league, you'll find yourself. Moving up before you find it. That's the problem with teams middle down. They can't get consistency. So if we can find that quickly, like Meek says, we'll move away quickly, and then by the time we've had them away games, the next home game, the fans will obviously, hopefully, be buoyant by what they've seen away from home and want to come and get behind us at home.
And you've 2 lads who've been on long-term loan. One of them's ended today. One of them ends at the weekend. What are your thoughts?
So, in terms of Jamie and Nick, we'll just.
Yeah, Nick's, I think, you know, in his last few games, his finishes have been excellent, his work rate and his desire has been really good, so that's been a huge plus from my point of view. So we now look to try and extend that if we can. Jamie's found himself in a slightly different position. He's been more of an impact player, so whether he wants to kind of keep doing that, he's probably be entirely up to Jamie, and that might be taken out of our hands, so we'll try and sort something out with both. But if we can't for whatever reason, then we've been looking at other avenues already, so hopefully if both go, the void will be filled by others, but if they both stay, then that'll be great.
That's great, thank you.
No problem.